Hi, everyone. Welcome to my weekly live. I'm Julie Gilson, and I'm with stampinggala.com. And I'm coming to you live from my new studio. So it's kind of fun. I love crafting in here. Um, Next week, I'll do a video and show you my new space. So tonight's the first night that I am crafting from this area and also going live. So it's a little different. I hope that I have everything. So bear with me if I don't. But I want to welcome you. I'm so happy that you were able to come a day late. I have to tell you, yesterday the contractors were here and it was so loud. They were actually here today too, but there was no way I could go live yesterday. And I almost didn't get to do it today. You see, I'm 15 minutes late. But anyway, I'm glad you're here. And if you're new, please let us know so we can give you a warm welcome. I had a special request to create with this bundle, and it is so cute. I hope that you like it. It's called Sweet Bugs, and here is the bundle. It's available now, and I do have to tell you, it was on back order, but it's available now. So I hope you like it. And then I have the dies, and a few of them are spread over here. As you can see, this is a really cool little gadget that my friend Sheila sent me. So it comes in very handy. But anyway, ladies, I hope you like these projects. Any guesses on what's in the little treat holder? I'm going to leave that for last, okay? But anyway, please make sure you leave me some comments. Tell me where you're from. If this is your first time, what your favorite item is in the new catalog. I just love some activity on the chat here. So, and I recognize a lot of you, so thank you for joining me. Okay, so we're going to start off with this cutie right here. I just love, love, love this. So let me bring this in, and I have to tell you, I'm working with Coastal Cabana today. This is 11 by 4 1/4, and it's scored at 5 1/2. So let me grab my tools here. All right. Okay, then I have a few different layers here. First of all, I have a piece of granny apple green, and this is 3 3/4 by 5. So we're just going to go ahead and glue this right down, okay? I'm trying to look at some of them, some of the comments. It's always fun to see where people are from. And if you placed an order of at least $50 last month, you should have received a coupon in your email, and be sure not to waste that. It's like Kohl's Cash. And I don't know about you guys, but a lot of times I mess up and I don't even spend my Kohl's Cash and I lose it. They used to let you go a few days without using it, after the deadline, but they don't do that anymore. All right, so we have a piece of basic white, and this is 3 3/8 by 4 5/8. I did emboss it ahead of time with a beautiful pattern embossing folder. I am going to take my granny apple green and a blending brush and add some color. I see a lot of my team members on. Hi, Doreen and Melissa, Diane, Sheila, Janice. Wow, a lot of you. Okay, when you do this, you want to use a very light hand, especially since I embossed it already, so it doesn't, I should have, put the ink on first, but I wanted to save that step of embossing while we're on. So as you can see, I'm just doing a very light hand, and it's better to do layers of color than too much at once. You can control it better that way. I think one more and we should have it. Okay, that's good. Hey, Nancy and Lisa. I'm glad you guys are on. Okay, so we have this piece of DSP, and this, I believe it's called Creative Haven. Anyway, it's that one with all the creative, like sewing machines and stuff like that on here. So we're going to glue this on, and then I'm going to show you a little kind of trick that I did. And I need to do a video about this because it's really gets more use, or just creative ways to use some of your dies. Now, before we used to have lots of different dies that would create borders, and we don't have a lot of them anymore. So what I did was I took the paper tags die, and this is on the last chance list, so you might want to hop over there after and get it. You know what, Diane? It's crazy. I did it. My electricians were here today, and so they said I probably have to get them all replaced, that they're 10 years old. So that's what's happening. So anyway, what I did was I just took a strip of lemon lime twist and ran this on here. So I got this little border. So it's just another way you can use your dies. And if you look through your dies, you'll find lots of different ways you can do that. All right, so I'm going to put this right on here. I'm going to add some glue, and then if it's a little bit bigger than what I need. So what I like to do is center it on the white paper and make sure that it has the same amount of scallop left over on each side, so you don't have it lopsided. Okay. All right, that looks great. All right, so we're going to trim the rest off. So ladies, if you haven't heard, there's a joining special this month, and anyone that joins my team during the month of February will get a brand new stamp positioning tool along with their other items in the kit. So it's a great opportunity. If you thought about joining Stampin' Up but haven't done it, you might want to give it a try. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and put this on, but you know what? I didn't get that piece off, so I missed that. Still. Okay. Lisa, if you're still on, would you do me a favor and text Steph and tell her I'm doing my video? She keeps texting me. Thanks. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and put this together. And as you can see, I have to trim it a little bit. The more layers you get, the more chances there are of not getting everything perfectly straight. And as you know, I like lots of layers. So let me just trim this. You're funny, Lisa. Okay, so that looks good. Now we're going to just take this ribbon right here. And this actually is Summer Splash, but it looks just like Coastal Cabana, or a darker version of it, so it's perfect. It kind of goes with the little dots here. So I'm going to tie this on here and then just trim it off. Okay. So far, so good. Okay, I'm going to need some more dimensionals. That's all right. If you guys are like me, you probably have a whole bunch of them that are portions left. So I'm really excited. I'm going to start working on, since finally my basement is just about done. Tomorrow they're going to put the backsplash in and finish up the sink and a couple odds and ends, and then it's going to be all done. But anyway, I'm going to start working on the cruise projects, and I'm excited to do that. Hey, Kathy, you just hopped on? Okay, so far this is what it looks like. Now I just die cut a simple stitch circle using the stylish shapes. So I'm just going to put this on right here. Maybe a little bit over there. Okay, so let's do some stamping now. So I'm going to stamp this cute little, it looks like a caterpillar. I'm using Memento ink. And there's a die to cut this out. So I did cut it out ahead of time here. Now, we also have matching paper, and it's adorable. So if you like, and it will cut some of the images out. The dies will cut the images out. Okay, so I'm going to start with the dark, and I'm just going to highlight around the body of the caterpillar, and then also the little lines here. Kind of looks like, oh, I can't say it. I guess I will, since looks kind of like rolls we get when we're older. Okay, so I'm going to take the light now, and I'm just going to sweep like this. And it'll blend together. But somehow they look cute on a caterpillar. There. Okay. All right, so there's the body. And then we're going to do the leaf. All right, so I'm using Granny Apple Green, and I'm just going to just sweep with the light. I'm kind of doing it the opposite of what I did the other one. All right, let's take the dark. I'm just kind of going under. And I'm going to blend it with the light. There we go. All right. Now, in addition to that, I'm going to stamp a couple of little flowers. Oops. So let's get this. And these also are die cut. So I have them right here. So let's color them up really quickly. Yes, I am. No, Doreen, it is not. It's I think it's called Hobby Haven. Is this the, yeah, this is a light. Must have used a lighter hand on the sample. And it's so fun down here, Nicole. Yesterday, I went to Sam's Club and bought a 75-inch TV for down here. And anyway, I can't believe how cheap it was at Sam's. Okay, so let's put this aside. We're going to take our little caterpillar first, and we're going to put dimensionals that on dimensionals, but I can't find where I put them. So I'll just grab another. It is an adult playroom for girls only. Okay, so this is going to go on right here, just like that. All right, then these cute little flowers, I'm going to put them on with glue. And ladies, if you want these make and takes, just place your order by, I'm going to give you till Monday since I'm a day late. And I will send you these make and takes for free. And your order has to be $50, and that would be before shipping and tax and after any coupons that you use. So in other words, if you use $20 in coupons, it would have to be $50 after that $20 is applied. Okay, so now we have a couple other things to add on. There's this cute little die that, look at this little snail. Is that adorable? So I'm going to just put the snail on with glue. It's a die that cuts out the snail, the butterfly, and a dragonfly all at the same time. Oh, here's the other ones. So I'm just going to cut a little piece off of this for the butterfly. So I'm going to put that up on a small dimensional if I can. Yep, I think I did it. Yeah, it's kind of funny. They probably thought that's why I bought it, but it's not. Okay, so far so good. Isn't that cute? Okay, so now I'm going to take the rhinestones and color them with the dark Summer Splash. And I'm going to do this a medium-sized one and two small ones. And when you color on these, make sure you do it on the rhinestone package, not on your card, because you'll get ink on your card where you don't want it. Okay, so we're going to just take this one and we'll put it right here. And then we're going to take the smaller ones. Right there. And you know what? I got ink on here anyway. So I'm going to move it over and cover that up. Okay, so here is the outside of your card. Is that so cute? All right, so then we're going to where am I? Get there. Okay, so I have 2 pieces here for the inside. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to take another stamp. I'm just going to ink this up and color it. Isn't it a cute card for kids? Hey, Allison. Okay. So let's just take this, the Summer Splash. I know Lily of the Valley are supposed to be white, but that's okay. And I'm just going to add a little bit of dark. Actually, this reminds me of my mom because we had these in our yard growing up. They're so pretty. Okay, and then I'm just going to add some Granny Apple Green. Okay, so we're going to put this together. I always get this stuck. If you notice too, I've been doing my pictures a little bit differently because I can't find the props that I used before, the little white stands. So I think I'm going to have to go buy some more. But tomorrow, I have to take my sister to get her hair done. So we'll be out and about. And I know it's going to be freezing, and I hate that. But I think I'll stop at Michael's and get some of that stuff. That's where I got it, or Hobby Lobby, one or the other. Okay. All right, so we're going to take this and put this together. I always check. I try to remember to check and make sure I'm putting this on correctly. Okay, so isn't that cute? This is your first card, and look, I got ink on it. So I'm going to have to do something there. Anyway, we're going to move on, and we're going to make this card next. And I think this is so darn cute. Okay, so let's bring this in. And I'm using a few different dies for this. Okay, so this one is 5.5 by 8.5, and it's scored at 4 1/4. Oh, let me see. I think I scored it incorrectly. Let me grab another piece of paper, because that's not going to work. Sorry about that, but I can't live with that. I must have scored that at 4 1/8. So let me see. Yeah, that's better. Okay, so let me bring this down. And all right, so we're going to first of all put the Granny Apple Green piece on here. Hey, Dorothy. I haven't seen any comments about what bundles you like. Okay, so then we have a couple of pieces here, the lemon lime twist and the white, basic white. So this time we're going to use the Summer Splash to add some color. Okay. Now this one I got to be careful with because it seems to add more than I want. It's a newer pad. And you don't want to do it straight across. If you notice, I kind of did it uneven. Okay. All right, so here we go. We're going to put this on the bottom, and I purposely just cut it off. I'm going to trim it off when I trim it all together. And this is 1 inch. This one I did in a 3/4 of an inch, and I just, by the time I got the other stuff on it, there wasn't much showing. So we'll see which one we like better. So I want to see if this is even. So that looks pretty good. Okay, then what I did is I cut these out of the new Easter basket set. So what I'm going to do is take this little trimmer, and on this side I'm going to trim this side off, just a sliver, because I want it to, there. So we're going to glue this down right here. So what I'm doing is putting it so you can't see this paper poking out in any of the grass. All right, and then this side, see, I want to be able to line it up with that one, but I don't want them overlapping. So you can see here how much I cut off on the one side. Now this side, I'm going to cut it off on this one. So let me get this. Okay, hopefully that is good. Perfect. Okay, so let me put some glue on here and lay this across so it lines up, and see how it goes right on the end. I'm going to lift it and move it over just a tad because I don't want it being cut off. Okay, that's perfect. All right, so now we're going to trim it so that DSP is trimmed off. Perfect. Okay, see what it looks like now? All right. Now we're going to take the ribbon and tie it around here. Oh, there goes my smoke alarm. I just heard it. It must be around 8 o'clock. Almost. Does it around the same time whenever it goes off. Okay, so let's trim this off. So the last time it did it was Monday. So every few days it goes off. Yep, it's going. Okay, so this is going to go on just like this. Okay, and we're just going to glue this on. And you know what? I was supposed to put it around that, but I didn't. This is all right. I was supposed to glue it on first. Yeah, glue the two together before but oh well. Okay, so now we're going to bring this back in and put this on dimensionals. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. You can hear it though, Diane? Okay. Doesn't it look cute so far? Okay, so now we're going to stamp again. And this time we're going to stamp the cute little bugs. Now, there you go. There they are. Okay. And when you die cut these, it's kind of cool because they come out 3 separate. So then you can kind of place them however you want. See that? Okay, so I did die cut these already. So the first one, I'm going to take the light summer splash. I'm going to do his face. And then here. And then I'm going to take the dark. It almost looks the opposite. And then I'm going to color in the arm. And then the, is that, what kind of instrument is that? Is it a bugle or it's not a trumpet, I don't think. Okay, so this is the light. Now the next one, I'm going to do just the opposite. It's so funny. I left my ladder out. I'm glad I did. I have high ceilings and I can barely go all the way to the top of the ladder. Okay, so now I'm going to take the light summer splash and then the dark, and I'm just going to put some stripes on it. Just like that. Now, finally, I'm going to take, since I have this is the dark, I'm going to go ahead and do the last one. They all look the same. This one looks the same. I'm going to take the dark and go over it again to make it a little bit darker. There. That did it. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is, first of all, I'm going to take this, the one with the instrument, I'm going to put that one up on dimensionals. And I'm kind of going to place this so one of the feet is like under the grass and one is over, if that makes sense. The next one I'm going to glue down. All right, but I'm going to do the same. I'm going to put these under. Okay, see that? And then finally, this one is going to be on dimensionals. Okay. This is so cute. All right, so next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp. This says hello friend, but I only want the hello on here. So I'm going to ink this up and take a piece of tape. And I'm going to have to tape it off like that. Hopefully I get it all. And right here. And just stamp hello. Okay, I'll get that off. I'm cheating. I'm using this old punch, but it can be trimmed as well. So as you can see, we got that part off, and the other one will be cut off. Okay, so now what we're going to do is take our scissors and just trim this there and here. All right, and I'm going to place this like it's coming out of his bugle, right, like this. Okay. All right. Next, I am gonna add, I think this is cute, one of these little, I didn't do it on the other card. Just one of these little dragonflies. Isn't that cute? And I'm going to color some more of these and add those. So let me get that and two of these. I always add in odd numbers. So I'm going to do this one here. Okay, so that is the outside of your card. Now I am going to have the dimensions for this on my blog tomorrow, but it'll be probably later on in the afternoon. So anyway, remember, if you want to place an order, I will send you the make and takes for free. Okay, so what I'm going to do here on this part, on the inside, let me see, make sure I have the right one. All right, I'm going to just, where did that stamp go? Right here. You know what? I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do this one. Just a cute little flower on the inside at the bottom. Okay, let's put this together, and then your second card will be done. Any guesses on what I have in the treat holder? It's so cute. All right, so we're going to grab this, put this on the inside. So which card do you like better, the first one or the second one? Let me see if I have another. How about if I put a butterfly on this one, just to use these up. Okay, so here is your second card. All right, so now we're going to move on to this cute little treat holder. And I want to tell you that inside is a bag of gummy worms. And I thought it was just so appropriate. Okay, so let's go ahead and make this. Now this piece is 11 by 3 5/8. And I scored it at 4 7/8 and 6 1/8. Okay, so we're gonna put this, fold that over, and then I'm just gonna round the corners. I can find my punch. Oh, there it is. Okay, so that's that. I don't have a second thing of candy. So, all right. And then this die is from the, let me see the name of it. Beautifully Created. So I used these. Okay. So what I did was I cut this out in lemon lime twist, and I found the center, which is 2 1/8, and I scored it at 2 1/8. Now here's the thing. When you put this on, you're going to put the glue on here, and we're going to glue it to the back first. Okay, so just get it centered, and just don't go all the way. You go just up to the fold line, and make sure it's centered side to side. Okay, and just kind of burnish it. Okay, now this one, you don't want to glue it until you want to glue the first part of it. So we'll put some glue on here, just like that. And the back side won't be as centered, I guess. So anyway, I got that on there, and then we'll fold it over to match. Okay, and then we're going to use the bone folder and give it a nice crease, you see? Okay, then after you do that, then you can glue this down. If you don't do it this way, it'll pucker. Okay, so now we have this just like that. So what we're going to do is take a ribbon and tie it around here. And I just put the candy in, and I put a couple of dimensionals actually behind it to stick it in there. Okay, so we have that. Okay, see? All right, where's my, here they are. Okay, I'm going to trim this off. Okay, so far so good. All right, and then I die cut this little tag. And this is so cool. Let me show you. It's from the Creative Haven set. But it has these couple of different tags here. These have the hole in them already. But this one you just lay this on your paper. And then if you want a single small hole, you add this to cut the hole out, or you can use this one and it'll cut out like a dash kind of thing. All right. And then you can also use this for a tag and the same kind of thing. You would lay this on your paper and then lay this down in here and die cut it at the same time. And one last thing, you can do the same thing with this die here. Say you wanted this one, you would just lay this in here and it would die cut it for you. So it's really cool, that tag. All right, so we have that. And that's called Creative Haven. Okay, so let me get my stamp stuff again. All right, and this time we're going to stamp this cute little flower here. And I did die cut it ahead of time. So it's right here. So let's quickly color that up. I don't know. Oh, here it is. All right, and then we're just going to add the green. That one's the dark. And then just going to add some. All right. So what we're going to do here is we're going to add this on with dimensionals. I'm sure you can hear that crazy thing still going off. Okay, so this is going to go on like this. And then we're going to grab another stamp. And it says, "Love you lots." All these stamps are in the same set. And we're going to trim this off. Perfect. Okay, so let me just trim this off a little bit. Okay, I think a little bit more. I can't get it even. There. That's perfect. Okay, so we're going to take this and trim it. All right, so since we're going to put this on going to put the dimensional right here so I get it in the right place. And I'm just centering it on here. Just like that. I will stick a piece of glue, a little dot of glue underneath just to hold that. And then, did I do with it? Oh, here it is. Okay, I have a little cute little snail. Of course, we're going to put this on with a dimensional. And this is going to be, it's a little crooked. Okay, this is going to be sitting right on the sentiment right at the top. Is that so cute? Okay, so then I just have some twine, and this is, I don't know, I think it's Coastal Cabana. It was in my stash, so you can use whatever you have on that. And bring this through. And then what we're going to do is just tie this on. I think it's so cute. All right, so here is your last project. I hope you like these. They sure were fun to make today. Oh gosh, stuck my finger in the ink. All right, let me pull the projects in without getting ink on them. So we have, this was the second card. And of course, this was the first. So there you have it. I hope you like these today. If you have questions, please let me know. And if you would like to have these sent to you, just send me place your online order through my online store by Monday. I'm giving you till Monday. And I will send you a packet of each one to make for free. So anyway, thank you so much for joining me tonight. I hope you enjoyed it. And thank you as always for sharing your evening with me. I hope you have a great night. Good night. Bye-bye.